Avatar Mayor Baba Ki Jai.
Thank you, Baba, for a last-minute concert. The centre's so busy with our famous Buffalo singers that there wasn't going to be a concert, and Dennis and Jeff and various people saved the day. This song, my name's Raine Eastman, Gannett, or Raine Eastman, whichever you prefer, or Raine King Eastman if it's my mother and father. And I am a Baba lover since 1967. I came to Baba courageously through the eccentric, outrageous Adrian Rawlins, a Melbourne poet who could recite naked, dressed, whatever he liked, both in India and Australia. And he came into a restaurant that my husband Stephen Hine and I were in Melbourne, and he opened a suitcase of books, and he probably stole them from Paul Smith's shop for all we know. And everyone took books, and he said, "No, you take these," and he handed me 3 turquoise books. Oh my goodness, I could not get my little mental head out of those books for the longest time till Stephen and I became Baba lovers over the next few months. This song is of Francis Brabazon. He has a blues collection, Francis Brabazon. I first met Francis Brabazon in November 1969 when Stephen and I emigrated 1,000 miles north from Melbourne to get Stephen away from the drug community. And we met Francis almost straight away through a Baba couple who were interviewing about marijuana plants. Yes, I know, that's an oxymoron right there. He somehow felt that the farm with the marijuana had nothing to do with Mayor Baba over here. Anyway, so my relationship with Francis began in November 1969, and it wasn't like we just saw him for meetings here and there. We actually stayed on Avatar's abode every single weekend for 10 years, from Fridays through Monday mornings. It was hard yakka, as we say in Australia, hard work. We were the new beginners at doing things in the country. We were city people. We were the people doing archives. We were the people trying to keep up with Francis Brabazon, who said little, but you knew from the look you weren't doing it as it should be done. And we gradually, slowly learnt by example. He never gave talks. He occasionally read an essay at an anniversary, like the beautiful 3 talks and so on. And we gradually learnt by example, I would say. But then he's realised we were all these crazy hippies who loved to sing and play drums, and out would come songs for different ones, and plays, songs, plays, then the ghazal book, and totally encouraging to do everything that he had wanted to have a community around him before he went to India, I would imagine. And there we were, like sponges. Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba, Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba. Why are you so long, Meher? I can't keep on singing my song unless I can see you soon. How can I keep my song in tune? Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba, Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba. Why this love pretense, Meher? All that I know is your absence. Words can never fill for me that space where your dear face should be. Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba, Meher beloved, Meher beloved, Meher Baba. Say if it is not, Meher, my share to know you as you are, I'll spend the remaining years sailing of tears, sailing boats on my sea of tears, sailing boats on my sea of tears. Oh yes, the doggy likes it. The one thing we found out practicing in the bunkhouse, which is now called the meeting hall, was that both snakes and mice love music. You would be practicing in your little bunk room and out they would peek their little heads listening to music. Very sweet. You weren't all on your own after all. This is, I have 3 Baba husbands, all beautiful men, all whom I've loved and all who have loved me. And one gave me a beautiful, special Baba lover child. This husband of the last 35 years is Bill Gannett, William Gannett as I call him, or William Gannetti, or Williamo Gannetti. He was born in Trieste, he was a Diplo brat. So anyway, and he's a brat. And so he is a Persian graduate from UT Austin. There was a famous Persian scholar there teaching Persian, a classical Persian, not modern spoken Persian. And he got his degree there, and so he translates. And he translated this piece, and I sent it off to Sam Saunders, our amazing late Sam Saunders, who some might have heard of, who was some sort of prodigy of music that tuned hundreds of ghazals and so on. And he immediately tuned it and sent it back by fax. Remember faxes? He sent it back by fax right away. And it makes me think he knew he was sick. It was about 6 weeks before he suddenly passed in his sleep of a massive heart attack. And it's a lovely translation by Bill. It's a little comical. And it's for Feresh, for being such a magnificent friend over these years. Oh, 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 she's gone. It's a little controversial because in Persian you don't have a gender. So we as Baba lovers always make it he, but it just seemed illogical to Bill because it was the moon that it be he, and so he made the avatar she. Oh, 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 she's gone. We didn't taste her sweet red lips, and now she's gone, she's gone. We didn't see enough of her moon-like face, but she's gone, she's gone. Maybe our talk wore her away, maybe our talk wore her away. She packed up, we couldn't reach her, she packed up, we couldn't reach her. And she's gone, she's gone. Oh, 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 she's gone. However much we recited prayers and Quranic verse and blew more special and holy surahs after her. However much we recited prayers and Quranic verse and blew more special and holy surahs after her. Now she's gone, she's gone, she's gone. Oh, she was coy and said, I won't leave this path of blame. She was coy and said, I won't leave this path of blame. You see how in the end we bought such deceit. You see how in the end we bought such deceit. And she's gone, she's gone. She moved in the field of beauty and grace. She moved in the field of beauty and grace. But we didn't walk to the garden, we didn't walk to the garden of union. she's gone, she's gone. Oh, Hafez, he cried and moaned all night, and like Hafez we too cried and moaned all night, that we didn't arrive to say goodbye. No, we didn't arrive to say goodbye, and she's gone, she's gone. Oh, 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 she's gone. Cammy's not here, we can't do that one yet. Before my fingers get completely knuckled, we'll do something, a rock song for Rod. It has a famous story, this song.
Not today.
Yeah, no. Rod will get up and sing harmony. Where's, oh no, I shouldn't be doing this. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, it'll do. You get the drift. Sometimes it amazes me how strong the power of love can be, and sometimes you just take my breath away. You watched my love grow like a child. It's sometimes gentle, it's sometimes wild, and oh, may you just take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, it's too good to lose, it's too good to be there just to use. I'm gonna stand on this mountain top and spread the news that you take my breath away. Your beauty is there in all I see, but when I feel your eyes on me, oh, may you just take my breath away. My life is yours, my heart will be singing to you eternally, and oh, may you just take my breath away. And it's too good to slip by, it's too good to lose, and too good to be there just to use. I'm gonna stand on this mountain top and spread the news that it's so good to talk about, it's so good to feel for. Once in my life I found a love that's real. I'm gonna stand on a mountain top and spread the news. May you take my breath away. So you might be intrigued by this little story about this song. So a couple came along to Avatars Abode walking their dog, and Patricia Baker found out that they were professional musicians from Scotland, and they'd emigrated to a property by chance on Keel Mountain Road at the entry of Avatars Abode. And so then she also found out that they knew this song that she thought could be converted to a Baba song. So they sang it at the next anniversary, even though they were sort of into Baba by then. Sam went down and played music with Rob Blair and Geared, and he learnt this song. So we decided that the last verse was not very Baba-like, laying in bed with the guy and feeling each other's skin and things, so we changed the last verse. So that's how you know that the version that Tuck and Paddy do and the version that Eva Cassidy do is our Baba version. They did not learn the Claire Hamill original version of Take My Breath Away. And so I came to America and first time in '79, and Tuck and Patty were the guests, and I was asked to be the opening one-song act, and I did this song. So they became very interested in this song, but they couldn't get that sort of Latin beat. Tuck didn't like it. But anyway, then he proposes to Patty, and they go off to India, and who does he room with? Rob Blair, that bought the song in the first place to advertise the phone. Yes. And so he got the real difficult arrangement, and they put it out, and it became a worldwide #1 hit for Tuck and Patty. And then Eva Cassidy, of course, recorded it too. Fabulous how these songs have their own life. And if Baba likes them, he grabs them. He just wanted that song, right? Somebody had a request, so we have to do Londonderry song from the 15th century. If a song is beautiful, it will last. And then, of course, it became a First World War song with the Danny Boy words. And Francis thought that he should reorient this melody to Baba. The dawn light breaks across my grief of stubborn days. The world awakes, each thing to sing your praise. And I alone stir not as though it still were night, as a dull stone, though sunshine gives no light. Mayhem, mayhem, all things reflect your face so fair. In each that sings, you of yourself are aware. But though I see your winning beauty everywhere, unless you give me love, what is all this to me? The dawn light sings up from the wells of lovers' eyes, and gladness brings in wild new melodies. And I alone remain unmoved by all around, as a dull stone, though struck, gives out no sound. Mayhem, mayhem, all forms your lovely image bear, and all voices your perfect truth declare. But though I see your winning beauty everywhere, unless you give me love, what is all this to me? The dawn light blooms within each heart, and nightingales their songs resume, which tell of sweet sad tales. And I alone, hidden in darkest night, remain as a dull stone, though broken, knows no pain. Mayhem, mayhem, all things reflect your beauty rare. In every sweet song, you alone are there. But though I see your winning beauty everywhere, unless you give me love, what is all this to me? Mara would always ask for this song, and we had a little thing, a naughty little thing. If she was, a lot of our harmonies and twanging guitars are hard on Indians because they usually have a drone. So if she would get tired of it all, she would give me the nod, and I was to do the Dawn Light Breaks. So all the Americans thought it was the only song I knew. I went, oh, she's doing it again. Yes. But she would cry. She loved that tune. So. This was Stephen Hines' favourite song I did. He is my everything. He is my all. He is my everything. Both great and small, so small, so small. He gave his life to me, made everything new. He is my everything. Now how about you? Like honey in the rock, sweet honey in the rock. Oh yes, he tastes like honey in the rock. Yes, taste and see that the Lord is good, for he tastes like honey in the rock. He is my everything. He is my all. Oh, he is everything. Both great and small, so small, so small. He gave his life for me and made everything new. He is my everything. Now, how about you? So I had all these sad songs about Mera, and I wrote a happy song, but we'll wait for Pammy to come to do the happy song. This song, she'd been gone a fair while. Yeah. So I heard this strange noise from the bathroom to my daughter's bedroom, and it was and it was Mera's little velvet slippers called sapats that she would scrape on the stone coming out onto the porch, exactly the same sound. So I froze, I grabbed the guitar, I was having a moment. Jim will tell you about these moments when things just descend into you in a split second. And she walked into Frainie's room and it was her slippers. Martha started at leaving the glasses on. I hear your footfall, but they tell me that it's no longer audible. Oh, but Mera, I heard your footfall. I hear your bell-like laughter, but they tell me that it's no longer here. Oh, but Mera, I heard your laughter. I hear your bangles jingling, but they tell me those subtle colors, they're gone. Oh, but Mera, I heard your bangles. Those memories no time span ever will erase. Your beauty, devotion, nothing can replace, nothing will erase, nothing can replace, nothing will erase. I hear your footfall, but they tell me that it's no longer audible. Oh, but Mera, I heard heard your footfall. Those memories no time span ever can erase. Your beauty, devotion, nothing can replace, nothing can erase, nothing can replace, nothing can erase. Some of my painting friends are here. You don't know if you know Liz Gaskin's art. She was Stephen Hines' second wife. She's quite a good painter, and she started again. And once I sang this, and she said, "One day I'll paint like you sing that song." Big compliment from her. Us three wives of Stephen are very close. Katie Pye, Liz Gaskin and myself. I've known him the longest, 60 years. Handsome rider, see what you have done. You made me love you, but you then left me alone. Handsome rider, on your fine white horse riding by, you made me love you, and then left me to cry. Handsome rider, with your flashing eyes, you made me love you, but you then left me outside. Paradise. So we think that Francis's blues collection sort of came from living with the Rouses when he was writing Stay With God, and Robert was totally into the blues. Robert Rouse was an incredible guitarist and singer, and he was one of the famous abiders that Barbara would have Francis write songs for and send to Avatars Abode to begin a singing group, which became the foundation for our singing groups of Avatars Abode singers and wine shop singers and so on. I'll do one more of them, they're really fun. Weary, weary man on his way to you, beloved Mayhem, soon to rest at your dear feet, there to rest in the dust and glory. Lover, lover man, praising you, beloved Mayhem, soon to see So you know us left to the left people, workers' class, coal miners of Newcastle in England and Ireland and Australia, we wanted the 4-day week. We weren't interested in this 7-day week, then the 6-day week, and then the 5.5-day week and the 5-day week. No, 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 no. Every great composer since Robert Johnson has written their 4-day week. That's what we wanted, yes. On a Monday, I went out walking. On a Tuesday, yeah, I stayed home feeling sad. On a Wednesday, yeah, with my friends a-talking. On a Thursday, I gave away all I had. I gave away all I had and I started hoofing and a-crawling and a-rolling to the feet of God. Yeah, on a Monday, I was bright as a sparrow. And on a Tuesday, I was feeling like a louse. On a Wednesday, though, I sped just like an arrow. And on that Thursday, sure, I arrived at God's house. I arrived at God's house and started sweeping with my eyelashes the steps to His door. And on a Monday, the Lord was very kind. But on a Tuesday, He turned His back on me. And on a Wednesday, He took away my mind. On a Thursday, yeah, His truth He let me see. His truth He made me see. His form and His beauty and His holiness He made me see. Okay, we've got a time limit here, he tells me. Okay. No. Too high right there. Yes. We should switch to a ghazal, huh? Yeah, we should switch.
Go, so, go.
Go, go, so, well, Jim likes this one. So we might think that Francis was not a sailor, but in actual fact, none of us could afford planes in Australia. We'd take ships everywhere. Even our little annual vacation, we'd take a ship from Melbourne to Sydney, Melbourne to Adelaide. We took ships. And so Francis has this song, and this song's a test. You have to pay attention now. You have to work out who everybody is in the song. Francis had this, after the 62 East West Gathering, he had this thing where Baba had asked him to versify and rhyme a ghazal that Baba translated. We do not have that translation, apparently, unfortunately. Maybe he just memorized it. And so he wrote, one of the 5 Beanot Greaves were translated by Baba by Hafez. And it's there in Ross Keating's book, 3/4 near the end. And so he versified that. So that brought up the thing of Baba saying, we need more of these in English, because when I come back, the ghazals will be in English. So you better get on with it. So he tried to do one every night. They could be engagé, whatever the subject was in the newspaper that day, Baba would point out, or a rewritten Rumi of, or whatever. He had to write one each night, which meant like 4 hours sleep for 10 years. And so we ended up with most of the ghazals in Industai Singh, and some of the ghazals that are in The Beloved is all in all published much later. But this one is a sea shanty, and Jim's not really here. He's been shanghaied. He's on a ship somewhere. He doesn't really live here, Jim. He's got into his sea shanties phase. The ship is sinking, but no one can tell the captain. The ship is sinking, no one can tell the captain. He has left the bridge, and he's locked himself in his cabin. He's left the bridge and locked himself in his cabin. The first mate writes letters, patching up family wars. The first mate writes letters, patching up family wars. The bosun mumbles, the purser recounts cricket scores. The bosun mumbles, the purser recounts cricket scores. Cricket scores. The crew tie flags to lifebuoys and chuck them into the waves. The crew tie flags to lifebuoys and chuck them into the waves. The flags bear messages such as God is love and He saves. God is love and He saves. The fish singly and in pairs come up to the surface. The fish singly and in pairs come up to the surface. Read and form into circles on the wakes. Read and form into circles on the wakes. Scarf of lace on the wakes. Scarf of lace. Why do men ever sign up for long sea voyages? Why do men ever sign up for long sea voyages? Is not God in small houses and picture book pages? Is not God in small houses and picture book pages? I am by nature a landsman, a lover of quiet streams. Oh, but somehow or other, sea and these ships got woven into my dreams. Now this ship is sinking, and strangely it seems no disaster. Strangely it seems no disaster. Men also die in houses. Why not at sea with the master? Why not at sea with the master? So the ship is sinking and Barber's obviously the captain. But he's left the bridge and he's gone and locked himself in his cabin. In those days, the first mate writing the letters patching up family wars was Erich. The bosun mumbles was Padri, and the purser recounts cricket scores as Pindu. The crew tie flags to lifebuoys, which is money with the family letters and all the letters that started coming. The crew tie flags to lifebuoys and chuck them into the waves, and the flags bear messages such as God is love and He saves. The fish, that's us, singly and in pairs, come up to the surface, read, and we form into circles, centres, and circle. Oh, and like a wake on the scarf of lace on the ocean. And then, of course, why did I ever sign up for this journey? You know, blah, blah, blah. But now the ship's sinking, and it doesn't seem to matter anyway, and you die in your house as well as at sea. That's what I couldn't find the chords the other day. I went doing that. Oh, this is funny. This is fun. Jim sometimes mentions our money isn't money. Our money is Barbara's name. Hello, buttons on Barbara's coat. Hello. Where are you going? Nowhere. What are you going to do when you get there? Nothing. Well, why go at all? We don't go anywhere. We're on the master's coat, so we go where the master goes. Oh, let us sing it for you. We travel a road that has no end, and the road itself is our journey's friend. For the road is beloved Meher's name, in which is our beginning and end. Behold us now with mind and heart empty of all but love's consuming flame, going swiftly, silently on our journey, always singing, singing his name. We travel the road of Mayher's name, having left behind the world and its false claim, and our coin for the way is Mayher gold, on which is stamped his glorious name. Behold us now with minds and hearts empty, all but love's consuming flame, going swiftly, silently on our journey, always singing, singing his name. We travel a road that leads nowhere, but to the feet of our beautiful Mayher, and our coins, our own name stamped Mayher gold, and our songs are alone for our Mayher. Behold us now with minds and hearts empty, of all but love's consuming flame, going swiftly, silently on our journey, we're always singing, singing his name. We always singing, we're singing his name. These melodies come from an amazing adventure we went on with Francis, and he wrote a 3-hour play called Being is Dying by Loving, and in that play there were actually 14 of his own songs, which are very difficult. He wrote quite profound, quite amazing songs, and this is where we started in 1970. Yes, North, it's not metric yet. It's so old. And so I was the munchie. I was the person that took them down in the little songbook, the words, and then others could copy later in the group to sing along with them. Oops! Oh,
There it goes.
there it goes. Goodbye. One time I was at the Samadhi and Ted grabbed them, and I said, "Okay, I'm ready to take them." But I thought you'd like this other funny little song sung by the Buttons that came to mind. Oranges and lemons, godlings and demons, you pay the last farthing, so Jesus said. You pay the last farthing, for you are my darling, and I'll make you debt-free before I light you to bed. Bananas and mangoes and grapes from which juice flows, I'll fill you a cup, so Mayher said. A brimful a cup for my darling to sup, and I'll make you dead drunk before I chop off your head. Jackfruit and papaya, see dancers leap higher, I'll give you my treasure, so Krishna said. I'll give you my treasure at my whim and pleasure, but that will not be until you are quite dead. You know, you might think that Francis was grumpy, but he was just quiet. He was quiet and there was a mood, but if you happen to look into his cornflower blue eyes, they always twinkled. There was this dry humour, and if you see that film that Irwin released recently that he refound of him trying to interview Francis, I'm saying trying, it's absolutely fabulous. And eventually they get each other's humour. Because Francis did live in New York. He lived in New York for 6 months waiting for Baba to come in 51, 52, somewhere there. And so it was priceless, our times with him, because we really had just dropped out and we were going to be free and we were going to be everything, you know. We had it made, we thought. I was looking for a song, but it's not appearing, so. So Jeanette is here sitting over there, and I'm going to trap her. Can you come over here and help me, Jeanette? How beautiful you are, what a dreaming in the dawn is your brow, What oceans of love are your eyes, how beautiful you are. What music of found you singing is in your throat. What a proud new architecture, what a proud new architecture is in your hands. How perfectly shaped are your feet for our beyond journey. How beautiful you are, the symmetry of your body is the assurance of our well-being. How beautiful you are, You are the song of all singers who have ever sung. You are the tenderness of lovers of all time. How beautiful you are, the line of your mouth is the direction of our journey. The curve of your cheek is the contour of our containment. How beautiful you are. In your fingers is the cutting of all the works we shall make. In your eyes the love of all our loving. How beautiful you are. It's called cornering song. When do you get the chance?
You used to sing it a long time ago.
A long time. There's a beautiful video. Thank you, Jeanette. A beautiful video on Chris Barker's channel of a slideshow he put to the wine shop singing the whole of Hymn to God the Man. It's really worth seeing. Yeah. We're going to do a little bit of stuff here for a friend of ours. I'm going to do a couple of bhajans, and so when I first met Francis, we went along to a meeting at a house called the Shipways, and Stephen was very tall and handsome and well-read and whatever. And Francis just goes, "How do you do?" and was very formal with Stephen. But when he got to me, he said, "Oh, hello, you look like a nice sort of Irish girl. Can you make a good cup of tea?" And forthwith I became the chaiwala for He said, "Will you be the chaiwala?" And I said, "Oh yes," but I had no idea what one was. I didn't know what a chaiwala was. And thus began our being invited on Wednesdays for dinner as well as the weekends. And he said to me, "Well, what do you do artistically? You look very artistic." And I said, "Well, I was trained as a ballroom dancer from age 6 to 16, exhibition style." And he went, "No, there's no room for that in this world at all. But it means you've got rhythm right through your body. Do you sing?" I said, "Yes, I'd sing in talent shows and things too." He said, "Well, you go and get lessons and you become a singer." Perfect vocational guidance that I would never have thought about. Brabazon. I have a pseudonym, Raine Didi, and she became Professor Raine Didi and taught Saregam and writing Saregam and Ragas at UC Berkeley, and by chance. And this particular song is Amira Bhajan. I studied at Ali Akbar Khan College and with Rita Sahaji, still my singing teacher sometimes. And anyway, it became a bit of a joke with the Mandali that I could dress as this other person and be this other person. So I'd get 2 songs on Sunday, one by Raine and one by Raine Didi. Yay! But Katie used to love to tease me about my Hindi. And we have a Sanskrit master in the room, so I'm a little nervous. Our Hugh. But this one is in Bhairavi. Well, I got completely fascinated by Bhairavi, the raga, Dawn raga. And so for our ear, we have like middle ragas, which are like our major key, and then Bhairavi, which is like our melodic minor. And you learn the saregams, the do-re-mis of the song, much like Khadai method. You learn the saregam first, and then you learn the song. And but Katie used to love to tease me with this one. I'd get to the point where it was, smelling the flower and drinking the juice, and she'd say, "Again, you said we were smelling the juice and drinking the flower." Every time I'd come up, she'd make sure that there was something I'd done the wrong way around. I used to be freaked out, but she'd always make me sing one. People once asked Baba, "You really like Bhairavi?" Baba said, "I am Bhairavi." Hari Guna Gavata Nachum Imaina Hari Guna Gavata Nachum Imaina Apande Mandirami Vaita Vaita Kara Apande Mandirami Vaita Vaita Kara Ita Bhagavata Vansui Maina Ita Bhagavata Vanchungi Maina Hari Guna Gavata Nachungi Maina Hari Guna Gavata Nachungi Maina Jnana Jnanaki Gasari Bandakara Jnana Jnanaki Gasari Bandakara Hari Janna Sangamena Kungi Maina Viraka Prabhu Giridhara Nagara Viraka Prabhu Giridhara Nagara Harasana Nachongi Maina Hari Guna Gavata Hari Guna Gavata Hari Guna Gavata Hari Guna Gavata Nachungi Maina Nachungi Thus says Mira, I will dance singing the glories of Hari. I will dance singing all his glories, sitting in my temple, and I will read only the Gita, the Bhagavad Gita. I make a bundle on a stick to carry through the world of all my knowledge and meditation, and I will stick to only the company of Hari. Says Mira, I will always enjoy the feeling of love towards my darling Giridhara Krishna. So my teacher was from Delhi, Rita Sahai, and she found a song, a bhajan. Please just post on that. In a songbook in Delhi, she said that it had to have been written by a Baba lover. It's Meher Ki Nazar Kijiye. Please give me a drink for kindness. Meher. And it's in Bhairav, the masculine of Bhairavi. Sa, sa, re, sa, sa. Mehra ki nazar This is a one in 3 beats. We're used to the 4 beats, but in Indian music. But let's try the 3 beats, the 6 beats called Dhara, and I'm sure Cliff can go out there and do something astonishing in 6 beats. Now the Mandali would love when you would start something in 3/4. I don't know if you ever noticed this, because Indians love 6 beats. They love the 6 beats. This is a darling little song by Tulsidasa, and the baby is walking. The baby Rama is walking, and he has ankle bells on his darling little ankles. And he fell down, and his mother lovingly picked him up, Chandra. She picked him up and dusted him off lovingly. His father took him and put him on his knee and admired his beauty and his nose jewel and how exquisite this child was. Tulsidas the poet has seen all of Rama's ornaments and all of his beauty, and I see him everywhere, and I see him in everything, and I also see the beautiful mother and child. This has something in not just, sadaga, regama, all of the sadagams. This has something called kan bolos in it, so I'll do a couple of those to show you, where you just sort of rock out like gospel and repeat the main refrain. Tumukha Chalaka Ramachandra, Tumukha Chalaka Ramachandra, Tumukha Chalaka Ramachandra, Rajasapa Chandira, Tumukha Chalaka Ramachandra, Tilaki Tilaki Uttakadaya, Tilaki Tilaki Uttakadaya, Naraka Bhumi Latapataya, Naraka Bhumi Latapataya, Daya Mitu Koda Seta, Sarasharasaraya, Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra, Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra, Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra, Rajasapa Chandiya, Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra, Tulasitasa Ati Hanan, Tulasitasa Ati Hanan, Seka Mukha Kanda, Seka Mukha Vanda, Raguvana Vika Samana, Raguvana Vika Samana, Ragurachavana, Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra, 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 Tumukha Chalata Ramachandra. You can tell I'm a bit rusty.
Yeah, very nice. Is that the end of the Indian part?
That's the end of the Indian part, yes, thank you. We'll just do another couple of songs and we can all get on with our regular schedule. I don't even know where the time's at here. Yes, we're getting there. So I always do this song if Raine's not with me, and it's called Rainietta's Song. And I didn't get back to the ships with Francis, did I? Francis took ships everywhere. He took a ship back from America, he took several ships to India, and they were usually, cheap cargo ships and things that he took, so he did get to know a lot of the sailors' repertoire for his various, the few that are seagoing ones. But this song, anyway, when Rainietta was born, I was in such shock. I didn't know anything about handicapped people, really, at all. And we didn't even have a neighbour who was disabled. I really knew nothing. And I had to learn overnight. And so Sam said, when you come back to the anniversary, we'll sing this. I said, oh, no, I don't sing anymore. I can't go there. I just cry all the time. So he wrote me 5 songs and sent them to me by fax. And by the end of the week, I could sing again. And one of them was Rainietta's Lullaby, which I don't do very often, and the other one was Rainietta's song, Far Behind Us Yesterday, which many singers sing beautifully now. With light from his pure love, I wind my way, on a road no distance knows, only today, and far behind is yesterday, from the stars and their dreams, till the wind brought to my lips the clear song of the name of Mayfair. Farewell, old ancient world, I feel so young yesterday, from the stars and their dreams, till the wind brought to my lips the clear song of the name of Mayfair. On a hopelessness alone, I place my trust, I place my trust. My destination lies in the dust. Far behind is yesterday, from the stars and their dreams, till the wind brought to my lips the clear song of the name of Mayfair.
Yeah. I don't know, but this is what she does the best. Whose is that?
Surely I know the chords by now. So Francis often lifted melodies, mostly because at the beginning he had to write a book, one of the more astonishing historical books in all of history, called the East-West Gathering. And he had to have songs in it, and so there were 29 songs and the book, and which had to be an accurate reference. Bale was supposed to write it, but he got too busy, so Barbara said, then you write it. And so he took the minutes and he wrote the East-West Gathering. And the 29 songs, I think 3/4 of them have borrowed melodies that Francis knew already. So this melody is a famous Latin music. And Francis had a Latin music collection of songs. There is on Angela's website, there is a group of Latin songs that we were all into. Oh, should I meet you walking the long road, oh my beloved Mayfair, I would spread flowers before you on the road, oh my beloved Mayfair. The road would be as a garden in springtime for you, beloved Mayfair, and I would dance there beside you and sing your praises, beloved Mayfair. Along the road, but oh, should I hear you knocking on my door, oh my beloved Mayfair, in the night hear you knocking on my door, oh my beloved Mayfair. Then I would rise quickly, crying your dear name, your lovely name, Mayfair. So quickly rise like a leaping on my door. But me, you do not knock upon my door. Suppose I'd like to ask my baby sister up here to play guitar and sing a song, because I sang this song and she was madly writing a harmony to it, and I hope we have the music here, huh? Yeah, there we go. You want to sit here and play this, and I'll sit beside you and keep you company. It's always so wonderful when someone does your song. It's like it knocks you out. Oh my God, I can listen to it. One of the most remarkable meetings is Raine and Pam, or anyone in Pam for that matter. And we talk away each week, and we talk away each week, and we give each other support here and there, mostly with the laundry, but other things too.
Yes. We're the best of friends. And
so this song is when I got to the point of, you know, I've really got to write a happy song about Mara. This is just getting too sad. Oh, I need a mic too.
Yeah, that's fine. Righty. Head of feet.
Sorry.
Head of feet.
Every detail of your face, every moment of your grace, the strength and beauty of your walk, she told us every detail. We sat with her and did not know that any moment she would go. Oh, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. Mera, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. Mera, she told us of your lovely voice, your beautiful silence, your joys. Every story of your compassion revealed the depth of true devotion. We came to tea and did not know that any moment she would go. Oh, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. Mera, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. Mera, at Mara's eye, we ran to the veranda. Our hearts beating, excited to see her. And suddenly, there she was, loving us, just loving us, for loving you, just loving us, for loving you. She was just loving us, for loving you, for loving you. Ooh, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer, the divine rememberer. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Thank you, everybody. That was nice.
Let's hear it for Raine. Baba. And Pam. All right.
If you have any questions about Francis, whose life is much more interesting than about Francis, whose life was, of course, with Baba, much more interesting than mine. I'll be at the centre for a week, and I'm happy to fill people in on this amazing. You know, we have at our disposal and at our time as we end our lives to concentrate on the actual poet who is actually there in front of the avatar. Not somebody who's writing about him 200 years later or something. He was right there, nose to nose, and it was very tricky and very difficult. So you get through In Dust I Sing and have your head bashed about for 150 ghazals. And then you can go to The Beloved Is All in All, where he's much more resigned and relaxed, and the books, East West Gathering, astonishing literature that Baba said he wrote through Francis. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba.